Oh, a little baby. Oh, 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 hi, little baby. Ah, she's such a sweet little baby. Hi, you can watch out for her, little dragon. Little dragon bug. So I can refine some of my thoughts, I guess, my material. Everybody is watching because of the subject matter of narcissism, and it's a very serious problem. I call it the plague of the earth. And but I've kind of veered off into changing the language and looking into the subject matter as kind of like as a matter of fact that it's nothing new. Like I said, Buddhism helps us be better Christians, I guess, or anything really, any presence on the plane, because it has to do with your very presence on the plane beyond mind, would be the main thing. We talk about that beyond mind place. And pardon me while I get rid of this chair again. I don't like it. I'd rather just sit like this. But my main thing to say is that I would like to test it out anyway, but I've been feeling kind of at the end of the road, kind of at a crossroads. I think that really I should be talking more about what I feel I'm going through on here, but at the same time, with I guess it's Mars retrograde, I've been feeling pretty debilitated to tell you the truth. It's but so at the end of the year, I don't know if all Aries has been through this, but I know I've been through it. Is just being kind of drained, and it's by it's just it's our fault that we don't associate with something else that doesn't drain us. You know what I mean? So having said that, everybody's situation is different, but we're all susceptible to the mind, right? Getting stuck in the mind, but we're susceptible to mind boners. It seems like they're out there, right? I mean, I'm trying to handle my situation, which is ouch. It's the main reason why. Pardon me, my cat was jumping on me. It's the main reason why I was begging for money. It's a serious, serious subject matter to me when not just your emotional life is being jerked around, your financial life and all of your resources, it seems like. And it's interesting. I mean, there's all kinds of ways to look at it, and I'm not afraid to change. I know it needs to change. You see, the thing is, well, speaking of change, I would love to make a wonderful video about how to use social media and how that it's actually, I mean, it just, it's going to come up a lot, I think, because of the Sun square Neptune coming up, and also Mercury is going to square Neptune. Neptune is like a playing figure or factor in our lives throughout the turn of the new year for sure, and then especially next year when it goes into another sign completely under rulership of Mars instead of at home at Neptune. Is kind of a trip. It's kind of an aggressive Mars thing happening with Neptune. So, but anyway, I'm deeply feeling it, and I'm wondering if I will be able to get enough concentration enough to write the paragraph that I need to write to begin to just try to raise consciousness. You see, I've done a lot of work and I've written a lot. Some people like me because I've written a lot. I'm a good writer. Ouch, cat. And, and so, but I feel exhausted. A lot of us do here in the year 2024 here, wrapping up the whole entire year. The whole entire year has been exhausting to me. It's been really sad because something is tapping our energy, and there's where I think that social media could help us. It could help the whole entire organism free themselves up from just a total illusion of scarcity. And see, that's what Tesla really wanted to happen with its ability to be transparent, and everybody has their phonies, right? Which is you have a screen. Everybody can um, do all kinds of stuff over it, right? I mean, as far as anything and everything, like even down to do you have enough water? You know, do you have not only that, but is your water clean? It's just so such a world of chaos, right? With how it is now, how there's just so much that says, oh, hey, make your money here, and I just got so many well, you get advertisements on here that tells how that well, I just heard of one that says this one woman made 800 and some odd $1,000 from um, just this one video that she monetized. And of course, after hearing that just today, I mean, I thought about it more, and it's like, okay, so I need to monetize everything. But see, that's too. She did it for learning how to play the guitar. A couple of lessons on how to the beginner stages of playing the guitar, and good for her, you know, amazing. It's just like a widget she set out there, and people bought it, and it went up to so many thousands of dollars after a while. I think it was within 4 years or something. And I just think that there's a whole other way to do it. I mean, if people are watching this right now, see, I was about to tell people, well, I'm not going to make any more videos unless I get a donation. I'll start maybe telling you my most latest pain with whatever it is that we call it narcissism, but really I say, you guys, what is it that has made you, like I would just dare say, stoop so low, or how did you get so vulnerable and disoriented that one of those kinds of people who, if you're just talking about narcissism, they're actually just kind of stupid people. They're, if you notice, you know, you get red flags right away that it's like, oh no, these people are kind of not your people, right? Because they're stupid, I guess. And so, see, that's the thing, is like I've never really had a problem with it until recently. Now, what is it? Well, I God, this fucking video turning out to just be, to me, I've already talked about it, you know, but I'm still struggling, uh, and it's important to expose, like, well, you know, they, whatever, who are they, you know, you're a narcissist or whatever. A lot of the times, the truth is, like Sam Vaknin would say, it's just their programming. They don't even know that they're doing it. And it's like, well, see, now I'm looking at, well, what if it's just a dynamic where, I mean, if you look at it now, this is true. They could know like 40 people or 25 people, and they usually do know a lot of people. And it's just a surface show that they do, though. They're very kind of not there for a lot of us. And anyway, but what we mean is there's no depth or no core person there. But anyway, but no, see, you don't get the best of them. It's like they pick you. That's what they call, like, that you're targeted, and you're their favorite fool or whatever, or punching bag, more like. And it's hard to tell who's who, you know, when, if that happens. See, that's what I'm saying, is if you've fallen in your vibrational frequency and you've gone down, and you're you're getting foggy there. I mean, whatever has happened, that if you're calling out for help, might attract the wrong people, especially if, I mean, I could blame it on, say, oh yeah, if you have that Neptune oppose your Venus and stuff like that, that's just a once in a lifetime thing, man. Or if it's conjunct, or even the square is terrible. And there's where astrology comes in, and there's where I hope to be able to make a few breadcrumbs. That's all it is right now, ladies and gentlemen. And whoever plays that game where they do breadcrumb us, but they are taking, like, they're undermining us of our time, our energy. See, I was talking about earlier how drained I felt all year, but it's actually, I mean, I've been battling something. I don't want to talk about it, as far as how that your nerves can get screwed up. You see me go like this a lot, right? It's like your neck can get hurt. It's your nerves. You're stressed out. They are. This one chick describes it perfectly. It's just that you are now bathing in cortisol, whatever that is, but I guess that's the stress hormone. Because if it's they just prey on your instability, and that instability is the cortisol place where your body is just going to deteriorate. And anyway, thanks for listening to this. I didn't really want to like talk about all this, but um, I keep talking about like this, and I keep talking about it, and it's like people don't have to believe me at all, and I don't blame you for not really taking my word for it. You don't have to. Of course, see, I would like to receive a little bit more support from just social media, because if I could just spend enough time on my own, enough alone time without the cortisol bath, which your financial system is designed to do that for us, just to keep you in a state of survival, right, and always thinking that you're scarcity mode, and see, this is where we are failing ourselves with social media. There has to be a way to raise the consciousness of people and to get them to operate differently, to start filling up a pool. See, my idea was that, okay, so because everybody's worried about scammers, right? People that will skim off the top, or steal, or straight out just profit more than anybody, right? Like the banks do anyway. Like nobody sees the money, but see. I say just do it to just turn that whole system in on itself. There's a lot of bills that you have that is your electric bill, your communications bill, water bill, all these bills, most all of it, really, however much that you can hook up electronically. There should be a pool that high content creators, see, this is where I wanted to write this article that would that would be an attempts to, and it would be my beautiful capitalized lettering. It would be like prophecy going on, if you ever knew what I was doing there. Baby, she's totally hanging on to me here. Um, See, this article would express, just to try to do this, turn their banks, their PayPal, or however they do it, Patreon, be more generous. Just turn it into a pool that pays back into this huge electronic pay system that frees every single body up. That's the way you turn it around on the system, is that you go social, and you start, you have to have, you should see content creators and people that are like that one little girl that made $45 million because she looks like she's 14, but she's really 23 or something. stupid like that. And it's like she should be informed that now she should feel obligated. I mean, it should just be ingrained that you give that back to society. Free up the people that think they have to worry about their bill. It should be a video game. I don't know why I mean, really, this is way beyond our capacity to understand that maybe this is a possibility. Uh, and I admit it's just, especially today and yesterday, I, but no, I see a possibility here. It's like, duh. But see, you have to be something other than what my vibrational frequency has been put on low. We could talk about that and really start making hits on YouTube, because apparently if you talk about narcissism in some facet or some avenue, there it's like an amazing House of Mirrors show. Really, it is. It's fascinating. It's like sci-fi oriented and all that stuff. Of course, that social media and all content creators have come across it. Anybody who has anything of any value in their life is going to come across it, because they're finding that they're being devalued by one of these fucking entities who are, they don't even know they're doing it. It's just a mechanism in them that not only, see, I say it's the predator, it's not a human being, it's the mind. Not only that, but it's coupled with education who feeds into it and says, no, yeah, go ahead, shut your morality off and follow this direction and obey, right? And get your food reward. And then wind them up and let them loose onto the population, and there they are running the place. Talk about God, I'm not saying that we don't appreciate the slaves, but look, you can probably make a lot better tasting pizzas and whatever it is you're doing as a business. Having it feed you from the inside out instead of this shallow fucking system. See, from the inside out, what I mean is, what if you already had your bills paid? Even your rent. If it was electronically driven, then there's no way that you can really rip it off, right? It's just saying, you have a bill, and it's kind of boring, right? It's like, taxes, and you're not really getting any money, But see, with that, I don't know about you, but having knocked that back and have a few centavos left over to do something um, really more than that, really doing something like, say, if you wanted to do something, and if you had an idea, you have to have it funded somehow, right? But it's got to be different than what. Sorry, thanks for listening to this shit. It's just I'm hitting a pretty darn. It's like I feel defeated, and I'm still here. Not because I keep yelling into this and I don't get enough donations. No, it's why I come back, and I'm thinking, well, shit, maybe they'll give me a donation um, after a while when they don't see my videos. But no, I'm not here playing that game. There is a game being played with me in my life. My life is something somewhere. It's been several groups. I've been trying to tell you that they've been trying to sacrifice me. You know, and I have nobody. See, I'm right now. I want people to talk to. I want good people in my life to talk to. But I'm pretty sure that a lot of people are being honest and just kind of looking me up and down and thinking, no, I can't help you. And it's like, I know nobody can help anybody. I don't take it personally. You're not helpable either. No. So what are we going to do now with that? You know what I mean? Well, this is where I will say I used to be so much more I had so much more inner peace before I started trying to reach out for help, and then I got, okay, so I'm pretty sure what happened to me, and this is very real to me, and thanks for listening to this. Please make a donation and help me. Help me help the other people. Just like maybe it will dissolve and we'll say, no, that actually wasn't happening, but really, no, it's hard to, so what I'm pretty sure has happened is just there was, there's a fostered relationship that can happen. There's a situationship that goes on. Okay, you know about that. So, of course, there is where you are being hollowed out. They describe it as that a wasp makes it in, and now you have a wasp in you. And it's pretty much that they have just laid eggs and they're trying to make a nest, and they are trying to succeed in turning you into just a shell of a situation where within you is just a stirring wasp nest. And there's where it's like, excuse me, but I have worked on my inner peace for a long time. I have worked on, like, not being confused all the time. You don't really have to go through life completely fucking confused, man. I mean, gosh, it's bad enough that we could, we have to deal with societal things, and we might fall into doing something habitually that is totally bad for our brains or whatever, but but we don't have to remain, we can still, see, it's not about the mind, it's about awareness. It really is. There's people that are purely aware, they're better, like, they are more pleasant of a person. Sorry, it just depends on who you are, and really, I'm 50, and I'm happy and satisfied with my personal story. Uh, as far as just having been the one that independently makes my decisions and comes out at the other end with a result that has a feeling that I feel that is like, hey, none of it, not anybody's business but mine. But it's true that we can give each other like an inkling of something going on. See, boy, it would be hard to tell anything that. See, this is where I would like to separate myself out from people that are confusing me. That's for sure, because they're not having a great time, and you know how they can transfer all of the shit on you. See, I think that just a couple days ago, you probably see one of my videos. I was looking pretty good, whatever, not maybe, but you can see. I mean, to me, you can see a steady decline of. Now, talk about that. Um, that possibly I have the wasp thing going on. That they are making us do a roller coaster ride. It's like it's peculiar. It's like they're not really for our well beings. After a while, it's not about you at all. It's weird because they're not there, but they're all there. It's like, what I mean is, they need you to be hollowed out, nobody there. And they take on you, I think. This is one of the things I'm hearing every once in a while. It's like, no, you watch out. The narcissist is going to, like, double you. What we mean is, they become you. They steal your joy, your sheen, your accomplished confidence. They leave you this, like I said, the wasp nest that is like, it's like, where is all your inner peace? Oh, they have it over there. As long as you're like, they're like, they have a great night's sleep. There's where, when you find that that's happening, it's like, this is the sickest thing you could ever experience in your whole entire life. But I think some people are like, they live like this. I don't know, but no. Like, you know how, well, now I'm getting the saying where it says, well, no, their up is our down. Our up is their down. You could be like, oh, today I feel great. See, no, it's a very common thing where, okay, you finally kind of, whatever you had to do to just disconnect from them, you finally went no contact, maybe, you're trying to be nice, but, they don't, and, and then they try to, see, this is the thing, is that you bring your energy up, and you're just shining, you know, you, you're counting your coin maybe or something and you're feeling great. And you know, you like to share it with whoever. So what happens? I mean, if they can be 2,000 miles away, they call. They'll call or get a hold of you just to make a plug into your energy. That's a very common scenario, and it's like they have this fucking radar, right? See, I've never really had experienced that except for over Facebook a lot. See, um, it's full of it. It's full of it, and this is where I was just talking about in the beginning how it's kind of sad where I'm giving up on it when really we should have been making money off of it a long time ago, and we should have figured something out very blatant and real a long time ago. And I'm going along the lines of this. I'm saying, babes, no. See, I don't talk to anybody in PM message. I just don't. It's a drain, isn't it? Especially, I don't know if you're somebody like me who actually likes. I take my time with people. I like to listen. I'll listen and I'll respond with the most highest of high response. A lot of people don't like it. I mean, if they're con artists and scam artists, they won't. See, that's how you kind of weed out. You get an extreme of soulful people, or just you don't get any people at all when you're that way. But anyway, so my point is no. Lately, I was just thinking, no, it makes sense. Like if you really do yourself up as a woman or a man, and you just say, look, I don't talk to anybody, but for $25, I'll open my chat box. Why? Because I am fucking desperate. I need money. And see, it would be wise to open up your page and just say, no, this is what we're dealing with. There are abusers. There are people that are hurting us. I've been hurt. Um, and it's a situation of how that it happens in a flash. We could just keep talking about it. See, this is the only, I say, because, it's true. Thich Nhat Hanh, fuck this fucking video. Thich Nhat Hanh, the masters, they say, well, yeah, there is a use for social media and computerization of our minds to communicate with each other on this kind of scale. There is a really profound use for it, and that is to spread the fact of enlightenment. Well, to me, what the counter product, why, is because there's unenlightenment, and that's what the narcissist is. They have yet to become enlightened. They're a fully encapsulated mind. They're just a binary processor. They're fucking stuck and trapped into it. Man, they're like this and they're egos, right? They're not reliable as a fucking presence, right? I'm trying to say they're not reliable as an enlightened person. They're not reliable as a human being. Thanks for listening to this. I get into talking about it, because it is a very, it's something that can get up your passion. A lot of people are interested, and then now I'm going to ask for a donation, and I'll start talking more about it. I'll include possibly my story, except for I'm not through it yet. I don't want. See, I would rather absolve it, resolve it, dissolve it. But I don't know. There's something going on if you figure out and you find out that it's actually evil that's there, and it's not really going to be self-reflecting. It's draining you. See, I have been fucking drained. You know how it is how they can just keep you fucking drained, right? There's energy vampires. That's what they talk about. How they're energy vampires. Vampires, people that steal your energy, and see, it's not that way unless you get caught in a trap with them somehow, and now they're venomous. They bit you, and now you're getting poisoned, right? And their whole thing, and I'm sure you know, God, is just to corrupt you. They want to scratch your shine. They want you corrupted. They want your confidence down. They want to fuck up your chances of having a love life or anything at all, whatever it is. Whatever it is you like, they're going to make it unlikable to you, and it's so fucking weird, isn't it? Thanks for listening. I'm sorry about having got into that subject matter. See, if you let me, if you send money, I'll keep thinking about exactly. It's just a no-brainer. No shit. This is what social media was supposed to do for us. After 25 years, nobody figured it out. See, I'm going on almost 12 or 11, and it's like, oh, this is obvious. Otherwise, it's just going to do nothing but hurt us. Why? First of all, it's not. See, this could be a rain system. It could actually be a way of raining on to the population, filling up through algorithmic using AI. Just at least by Christmas time, say everybody's fucking bills are paid. But not by Christmas time, babe. How about all year? And it just takes the awareness of people just raising their awareness, like that little girl that made $45 million just because she looks a certain way, or whatever other content creators who are doing privatized banking. They're just holding it like this. All of them. Why? It's not doing, especially the astrologers. See, I live on donations. I just say no, just donations, please. And I, it's really difficult for me. I'm but it doesn't have to be. See, I'm just thinking, why doesn't it just start fucking snowballing and starting a trend where people say, duh? Well, here's why. Nobody sent their article around and said, okay, now it's time to do this. It's been 25 years of all of it. See, anything that's done through the internet should be socially monetized to just a big, giant, fucking algorithmic playing pot that starts to look at everybody's electronic billing and just zaps it. Just zap it away. Make it work in favor of us. Reverse it instead of it drawing off. Just, it's feeding us now, right? And stop how that some people are working the program like a machine, but they like to plug into other people's squirming for money and stuff. It's like, nah, we don't have to do that anymore. Let's protect each other. Please protect me. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, so I would like to be breadcrumb. I mean, it's just the same here. I'm being breadcrumbed by what? Undermine, actually. Could you stop the undermine from happening? I would like to think, babes, it's only 500 people. That if they sent me $10, or is it 20? No, $20. It would be $10,000. That would pay off my house tax problem right now. 500 people only sending me $10, babes. See, somebody else can do this for us. I mean, like, I'm talking about, like, saying, like, I can go to what's her face and say, come on, get 10 people to send over here. And this is what you're supposed to be doing a long time ago. So I can tidy up. So people like me can tidy up. Hey, if you want to work hard and do that shit, go for it. Nobody's saying don't do it. Don't keep yourself busy. Ignoring the quality of the human relationships that you're conducting. Go and it's fine. You like doing that, but some people want to take a break, throw in the towel, let's take care of each other. That's a whole different, to me, that's the human side. Humanity wants that for us. They want us to slow down and actually figure out what are we good at. Let's do that instead. Like, do you really want to keep the water clean? Do you have a desire to do that? Or see, it's just a run, 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 run. Well, how do we fucking manage ourselves here? Why hasn't it happened yet? Because it's somebody else's bank and somebody else's time and somebody else's money and somebody else's fucking game. Well, can we stop that? Because there's only three things we got to take care of. Do you have a safe place? Does it have healthy water coming through it? And do you have good food? Lock that down and let's see what else we can do with our IQ levels. Boy, we don't even have that down yet. It's fucking sad, babes. So at the very least, put value on people that can tell a hell of a story. And try not to do the woe is me thing. I don't want to ever get into it. There's something that's going to happen for me that's going to be better. I have to be completely honest with everybody, myself, all of it. I wish that I could talk to the fucking entity that's in my life up close and personally and say, babe, do you realize, hello, you're running a program. It's just, can we look at it? Like, see, I think a lot of people, whether they're narcissists or not, whatever they are, I don't know, they're not really considering, they don't have the same time frame. They don't have a time, they don't do time the same. And I'm not saying it as a fortunate thing like, well, that they're doing 5D or something. No, they don't know that. It's just like they're always on reset or something that doesn't really progress. I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck to say. Have a good day. I love you guys. Please make a donation. I know it's the worst time of year where everybody's doing taxes and then you have Christmas and everything. But why? Why does it have to be such stress? Do you mean we're still doing that? We're one fucking ape over there out of 5 people. And now we have to pretend it's Santa Claus that takes care of it when really that person has been working hard all year to get to this fucking one point where hardly made it. And it doesn't have to be that way if you have good social media. And here I am. See, I'm almost 50, and um I'll dare tell you, I'll dare tell you that I think women are doing terribly. They should be making most of the money because why? They garnish all the attention, really. Something is fucking killing them back because they're jealous and all that shit. And I'm not saying that it's a man and woman war. No, I think that there's just a malfunction. Something is not awakened yet, and it's playing ones and zeros, and it's like, oh, I can win just by going. Pfft. It's like, that's stupid. You didn't win just because you can go. Pfft. It's because you are stupid. Shame on you. Now go justify that to your mother over there. Would you do that to your mother? I don't know. Yeah, Jesus, was that you? Sure. Uh-huh. Have a good day, you guys. Make another donation. I didn't know it was going to be 36 minutes long. And how do you like that pink hat video? Phew.